Hi guys, just a quick shout out to all the new viewers. It's amazing that you're all here. So today I will be drawing Lulu, the Fae Sorceress. This drawing was suggested by Nike TM, so thank you for the comment. Lulu is a champion I probably never would have guessed I would have drawn this early in the series, if it wasn't for your reply or your comment. And I can say that this drawing was actually a really good process. Well, the reason for that is Lulu doesn't need that much defining detail, and therefore I have in fact a lot of creative freedom to do whatever I want with the champion and with the drawing, and I try to implement some familiar elements in this drawing. Also, I think that this is a good point to explain why exactly I started this series. I mean, it's in my video description. Or it's always in my video description, but I think it's also a good way to explain why and how I started this series. So it's all started off with two drawings which never made it to this channel. These were Scion, as you can see right here, and Nocturne. So first of all, I got inspired by a post on a subreddit called League of Memes, in which you were supposed to draw your main champion over this picture of Patrick. Now, I thought this was very funny, and I wanted to participate, but this challenge was completed in, I would say, about a week, so I couldn't really participate. So I decided, why not draw a champion in the skin as if they were Patrick. And I started off with Scion, and it got a lot of positive feedback, and someone said to me they would love it in League of Memes, so I decided to share it over there, and it became a great hit. And I thought about it for a second, and then decided it could be a good idea to document it in video format as well. And now it motivates me to work in a certain time frame, and people get to follow the steps I take to improve my drawings. And eventually it became second nature to record my drawings, and I'm very pleased on how that all went, and I decided to continue. And now that the channel has gotten some recognition, I get a lot of suggestions from you guys on what should I draw next, how can I improve my videos, all that kind of stuff, which I think is just awesome, because I want this to be a community effort. I mean, I make the drawings, but I want you guys to stay involved with what I'm making and how I can improve, everything like that. But I think it's also good to still continue to talk about what I'm actually doing on the screen. So yeah, let's talk about that for a second. So this is one of the familiar elements I was talking about, drawing Sandy in her hibernation mode. Yeah, I thought it would be a very funny idea if she was running away from Lulu, as this is similar in her splash art. I'll put a link of her splash art in the description down below, so you can check that out as well and see the similarities that I try to focus on, and the similarities of her and Lulu, of course, or of Patrick and Lulu, of course. And she has a fairy next to her, which is in her kit, of course, as well. And I tried to change that up to a jellyfish. And now let's go over the background for a second, because I think that drawing a completely accurate background can take me at least a couple of hours to do. But yeah, I try to do these in about 20 to 30 minutes, as I've talked before in my Cassiopeia video. So I try to just focus on the most important details. And what I always do, I just start from the front to the back. So the front are the more darker colors, and in the back the more saturated or lighter colors. As you can see, working from a dark to light is a very useful technique you can do, so that there's a lot of depth in the image, and that there's also a clear light source in the image. So here you can see I'm adding more darker elements, as I wasn't really pleased with how dark it was in the front. And yeah, that just gives a lot more depth and dimension to the image. And of course I always end it with a multiply layer on top, so I can add some light and define where everything is falling from and everything like that. And it also defines who the main character is and what's happening in the image. adding some light on the characters, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully till next video.